Jared's robotic right now.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. But of course, you sound fine in Skype.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. Is he sounding better now?
I should sound better right now.
Ooh, silky. There's that silky voice. All right, good.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, so we actually let me tell you about the six bullet thing. We didn't get a chance to practice this at all because we were up drunk playing StarCraft till at least 5 o'clock in the morning.
The best laid plans are not ruined by the supernatural, but by whiskey.
Yeah. Then I don't really see anybody here besides Oliver, so we're gonna skip the six bull for now, if you don't mind, and just cover the replay.
All right, that sounds good to me.
Alright, can I add both of you? Okay, who is Music's?
Musics is new. Can you add us both on StarCraft?
Uh,
Sure.
Let me make sure he sent a replay. Oh, okay.
Let me see if I have any interesting replays for myself.
And yeah, Music, I'm a former master player who's now just basically a player coach.
Yep, and I am a gold player. Might actually be higher than that, but I don't get to play so much because of school and stuff. But I follow the game. I know the strategies. I just don't have the Korean finger strength to hold up to the micro and macro. That APM it's just not there.
Yeah, my team members keep pushing me to get back into it, so I might become an active player again. I've just been coaching literally for the last 6 months. Nothing but coaching, coaching, coaching. Alright, so we're going to look at replays. Let me switch this over. It's kind of a shame because Lewis was so excited, but I don't see him on the stream.
Oops, I wasn't supposed to click that.
Yeah, and try not to break anything.
Well, it has nothing to do with you, but you might want to invite me to the before you. And let me jump out of this game real quick because I accidentally clicked on my own replay.
Jared
Terrible.
good job. Let's create a party with you.
That's how we do it.
Alright, Coaching Corner, 25 August 2013. Oh, this is your
Sorry.
friend Greatheart. Is he in the channel yet?
He might not be. Not sure. Not sure if he's tuning in today. Normally he does, but he may have missed the opportunity. I don't know. Let's see what games he's on.
Let's see. If not, I'll just go ahead and start it and we can just tell him, hey.
Yeah, that'll work.
And you're still in a replay, so I can't invite you.
Yeah, hold on. I'm dropping out of it now. Just load it up. I can't remember what happened versus that Terran. I know it was an interesting match.
Oh, you
For
joined
me.
the party.
Ooh.
How sweet of you.
How sweet it is to be loved by you.
Alright, and he is Blackbird, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's what he goes by on everything else. I don't know why his name is great for Twitch. But yeah, here's comes some bronze level Red City, the map that we all love to hate.
Yeah, this map will be gone soon, so don't you guys worry.
Yeah, we'll focus on the play and the races, not the map, because it'll be gone soon. No one will have to care about it anymore.
Indeed.
God, it's such a weird map. That down up right outside the natural and third of every single one creates just a weird vacuum of stupidity.
Yeah, it does.
All right, so neither of us have watched this replay to this point, so
Nope.
we will be learning as we go along. I'll be trying to provide some commentary of things as we go, and as always, Shadow will be pointing out and doing the pauses for our what's right and wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you basically fill the dead air occupied by my analyzing, because I tend to just sit there and analyze. Oh, should I be saying something?
And I'm always saying something, so that
So
whenever he goes, "Oh, this is interesting," I shut up.
It works perfect.
It does work perfect. So we do have Blackbird spawning as the red Terran on the left-hand side, and Psycho, the blue Protoss, over on the left-hand side. Red and blue obviously tells us this is one of those lovely bronze ladder matches,
Yeah, and if you look at APM right now, we're at about 15 for each player.
which is on par for bronze.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, that's on par for me at the beginning of the game, and I'm gold because I
Oh
just
yeah, you haven't learned to spam yet. Ooh,
No, I haven't
so
learned
this
to
looks
spam.
like we could be getting a cannon rush. Just by the fact that there's a forge sitting right here. And this is a bronze game.
Does make sense to me.
I'm gonna guess there's a cannon coming.
That's a weird. Look at the movement path. Of
Yeah.
That probe. That's a weird movement.
Yeah, it's a good
path,
thing he
like-
broke it so he didn't attack the command center, because that would have been a problem.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's the probe. Hey,
Alright,
don't trust the probe.
Don't trust the probe in your base. Oh, nope, no, kill the probe, kill the probe, kill the probe. Don't worry about a pylon. You kill the probe, he can't put the cannon down.
Now, what do you want to? How many do you want? Do you want to just immediately stick 3 workers when they start putting up?
You just stick a worker or 2 on the probe, so that every time he stops to build something, he gets hit. And you basically just chase him out. Now, the moment you see a cannon go down, you pull 3 workers and attack the cannon. While this is going on, remember to be making units out of your barracks. And you'll be just fine against the cannon. So, right here, Blackbird should have pulled 3 workers to attack this. And then another 3 workers to attack this. And then...
Well, luckily, the placement of those cannons, he should be, if he can kill off that
Well,
probe.
yeah, it's kind of funny because the cannons really aren't going to do anything down here anyways.
Uh-oh.
But
Does he
this one...
He gets the probe.
This one is going to do something.
Yep.
Yeah,
Let's get those marines over there.
Two more workers would have stopped this cannon from going up. And unfortunately, yeah.
He's focused too hard on those cannons that don't mean anything down there.
They don't mean anything at all. If you've got 2 barracks producing units, you're fine. I mean, let's look at what's going on over here.
And that cannon finishes up.
Yeah.
That's the bad one.
And that's pretty much going to be game over at this point. Once you let a cannon up in your mineral line this early, it's going to be really hard to come back. Now he's going to try and kill it, but all the mining time lost, the number of SCVs lost, 4 kills. Alright, so Blackbird, when you see a probe coming into your base, you immediately chase it. Do not stop chasing it. If he puts down a pylon, the pylon is not a big deal. The problems are the cannons. You have to kill the cannons. Don't stop producing units while this whole debacle's going on, and you'll be fine. And that's really how you deal with a cannon rush.
Yep. Cool, calm, collected.
Exactly. Don't freak out. Alright, now we're going to look at Lewis's replay real quick.
Alright, F10 Q. Sounds like you guys got some more alcohol going on.
Well, no, actually, we're teaching my sister how to play StarCraft back here.
Ah.
Yeah, we can hear you. It's fine. It's good to know that there are females involved in the game of StarCraft.
Yep. And we don't always have females playing StarCraft, but when we do, we put them on the front thumbnail.
Front and center, yep.
We put them in our YouTube video. Because it is a proven fact that girls attract nerds.
Yeah, they do. Alright, so now we're going to watch this replay versus... Oh, this is music versus...
Hoorah!
Hoorah. That's funny.
It is funny.
Alright, I think music is actually in the channel, so...
Yep, he's watching. Silver, silver?
No, it looks like platinum.
Platinum? Oh, yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna watch this from music's point of view.
Sounds good. I'll be keeping an eye on the the all as I get us going here with, what is that? Zaytuna?
Zaytuna. Zaytuna.
Zaytuna. Oh.
Zaytuna.
Oh, hoorah! Oh, I'm a tuna. Oh. Every French person in the world just like rolled in their grave and shook their fists, you know, even angrier than normal.
That's awesome.
So that'll be our Zerg player. We got the tuna down there. And then our hero music's going to be in the upper right-hand corner, a little GLHF. And I always find GLHF funny if they're planning on cheesing. Like, a lot of times they won't say GLHF if they're trying to cheese because they're focused too hard on their intense micro that it takes to cheese.
Yeah, maybe in the lower leagues. In the higher leagues,
But yeah,
they'll happily have a conversation with you while they're choosing you.
lower leagues, we don't have that kind of APM.
Yeah.
Nothing too horrific coming out right away. There is a pylon down out by music.
Nothing special.
Giving us inclination of a gate or forge first expand. 2 minute mark coming up.
And is it gonna be hatch first or pool? It's gonna be hatch first. All right.
Which is pretty safe opening versus a toss, regardless of what they're going. I mean,
and it looks like music is gonna probably do Nexus first at this point. Yeah. Nexus first for him.
Minerals. Now, the reason he's able to do that is because he scouted it. Again, scouted it. That would have been a very dangerous move to make.
Possibly, yeah. Absolutely. Alright.
And there goes down. Yes, hatch first.
Yes.
And when in doubt, when you don't know, when you can't scout, don't be afraid to ask.
Ask your opponent what he's doing. Sometimes
Hey,
he'll just tell you, right?
Are you going Dark Templar?
Well, as a matter of fact. Alright, good. Wall is good, everything's good here.
Cannon, any Zerg craziness. And right into the third, which once again, very standard. This is obviously somebody who's been watching WCS and was watching the Tyrant's greedy butt take on the Protoss, take on Naniwa. The Tyrant Zerg has returned. He's made a triumphant return. Did you watch that? It was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man, he was going 3 bases, like boom, every time immediately. Like, I don't care what you're doing, I'm going 3 bases.
Alright, you just chronoed your Nexus, but
There's no probes in production in it.
yeah. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah, it was a split second there. Little minor. Zergling.
That's not that big a deal.
Oh, there we go. Just now, the Zerg just getting gas now. Got a proxy pylon down the map. Here comes that probe in.
And I
So
see a Roach Warren here, so
Yeah, well, that late of gas is really not much that he can do. He's going to be expecting units soon.
Yep.
He's going to have to go for that Roach Warren just to kind of, until he gets his gas production going to what he needs it at.
and we're starting to see sentries.
Yep, lots of gateway heavy coming out of music. You're going to be seeing for that +1. I'm not exactly sure what main he's going to be going, but.
And this signals an attack right here, this pylon.
Oh, yeah. Getting ready to take out that third. I'd like to see a nice pincer attack here would be good. Send in something at the natural, draw the attention, and send some zealots in and just start working on it.
He's going to try and build up a nice Immortal Sentry push here with zealots.
Yeah, there's a zealot warp in at that pylon, that forward pylon. Sentry's moving out. Those roaches are going to be able to counter this real easily, though. Nice couple Zerglings at the front. Check for any craziness. Here comes the Mothership Core in to help with the time warps. Couple Queens at the front. Little Sixth Sense looks like anticipating.
Indeed.
Unless those Zerglings caught movement out, but I don't think they did. Their sight shouldn't be giving them sight yet. Destroying that pylon because he accidentally walled himself in.
Good. He's chronoing the Robo. Alright, what are you doing here?
Here comes the engagement and the... Nope, that's not a good idea. More Zealots coming in, so it is going to be a Zealot-heavy force. There's the Twilight Council. Immortals coming out. Going to be seeing that leg charge here in a second, I'm sure. More Zealots.
Yep.
More Zealots. He's going to, now that he sees the roaches, he's going to wait for that Immortal to come down. That's why he was destroying that pylon so the Immortal could get out before he makes his push here. But that upgrades, that roach count keeps growing. Hydralisk now coming out too as well. So very nice.
Now this is, you're getting into a dangerous time here. Not pushing Zerg at around this time is kind of dangerous. If you wait much longer, you're going to get just mowed down by tech switches.
Yeah, that Zerg just blindly went Hydralisk. He had no idea what was coming out. He just
Yeah,
said,
that's a safe composition against Protoss, is
yeah.
Roach Hydra.
He does have good vision.
He's
Oh,
got Roach speed and Hydralisk speed coming.
yep. He's gonna try and wait for that to
Whoa,
finish.
where's your Immortals? Where's your Immortals music? Are they still in your base?
Yep, only one of them right there.
That's bad juju. And then you got another one coming here. I'm really surprised you didn't set the rally point for that Robo over here somewhere. So you wouldn't even have to think about it when the Immortals popped out. This attack is not going to work without your Immortals. Let's see.
Oh, he's going in before charge. Everything. Oh, he's...
Yeah.
3. It's going to be finishing up Galil. Oh, then they can't even get away on creep either. More warping zealots.
Yeah, without the Immortals, it's just going to be silly.
Yeah, you just run away. They're going to stop once they're off the creep.
Yeah, I would not. No, you should not have pressed. You should have just pulled back and realized, oops, I forgot my Immortals. Not going to go.
Nope. Oh, more zealot warping in. No. Oh, and the roaches and the hydras just chew through it.
All right, now let's look at this build and see why A, it took you so long to decide to attack, and B, why your Immortals weren't in place, ready to attack. If we go back to, I think your Robo went down around now-ish. Come on, Zling Lemming, keep up.
I'm fine. Still rewinding the phone.
Game
there we go.
Alright, let's see. Is the Robo already down? No, it's about to be down.
No.
Alright, so if we look at your... Right now, your macro... At 8 minutes, you should have a... You should have a bit more probes than this. Did you fall behind on probe production at all? Oops, I went too far.
He's got a lot of minerals banked up. It looks like he's just missed a couple.
Game pause.
He's been missing them here and there. Yeah, 29-30 at this point, so it's almost even.
Game resumed.
Okay.
Production 2 going at a time. I'll keep looking to see if there's always 2 going.
I'm gonna go 4 times speed. Oop. Idle Nexus, Idle Nexus, Idle Nexus, Idle Nexus, Idle Nexus, Idle Nexus.
Still 1 idle.
Yeah, it's... Wow, look at how long it's been idle. For about a minute.
Yeah. 2
Okay.
minutes.
Game paused.
My recommendation, you music, just from seeing that, we don't even need to go any further in the replay, is you should practice this build in a custom game. Just put the very easy AI and just work the build 20, 30, 40 times until everything is lickety-split. You're not forgetting to make probes. You're getting your Robo down as fast as you possibly can. You're getting your Immortals out as quick as possible. Remember, when you're doing this Immortal Sentry Zealot push, you need to push before Zerg can effectively tech switch, which is going to happen anywhere from the 10-ish to 12-minute-ish mark. I mean, they can't technically, you know, put the Spire down at 8 minutes if they're really rushing it, but in general, just in a general standard game, they're going to do all their tech switches in between the 10 to 12-minute mark. You need to be hitting them before the tech switches are ready. Otherwise, you're just going to get run over, because the Immortals are not going to do well against late-game compositions. I mean, once there's enough Hydras, they're not going to do very well. But if you can hit before the Hydras come out or Mutalisks come out, then this push is extremely nasty. Zerg has a very hard time dealing with it.
Yeah, even with that 1 Immortal, if it would have been out just a little bit sooner, and when it was still all roaches, it would have just chewed them up.
Yeah, now let me see if you got what your hotkeys here are. Okay, so you've done the Korean style of holding down Shift and pressing all your number keys, but you haven't actually hotkeyed anything useful. Alright, my recommendation would be to do something of the nature of put your Nexus in one hotkey, put your Robo in another key, put your Gateways in another key, and that way you have them all separately available. Put your Forges in the same hotkey as your Gateways, for instance.
Well, don't the warp gates come up off of W?
They do, but honestly, when you get much better at the game, I would recommend you rebind W to one of your hotkeys. It's going to be more useful than having a separate warp gate hotkey. And anyways, when the warp gates aren't ready, I mean, it's, you know, when you just have the original gates, you're gonna want to like click them you're not gonna use the W key. Like that's a crutch. That's like using the select army hotkey all the time.
Hey, hey now.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
All
All right,
I'll
let
stop
me
that.
see if he's got any questions in chat.
You have any questions, music? Go ahead. We'll pick them out of chat.
Yeah.
Should probably type and tell him, but the delay's not too long, so he'll figure it out here in a second.
Yeah.
I don't play Protoss too much, but I do play Zerg, and those early timing attacks at Sentry Immortal, so hard. Especially if you went roaches, trying to get that roach Hydra mix. If you had a lot of Zergling, Zergling roach, it's easier to deal with. But man, it is still those sentries are just good force fields and everything, just so painful.
They're nasty, and they have a fair amount of DPS too when you get a good number of sentries up.
Yeah, that tickle beam about the same damage as a Marine.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. So really we didn't have that many submissions for today.
Nope.
Which is fine. I mean we're gonna cater this show to the people who actually want it. We don't need to run 2 hours every single time.
No, we don't.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, it's pushing like 6 minutes with 2 zealots and 3 sentries on Mothership. Does it do a lot of damage on Zerg? No. That's too small of a force, because at that point Zerg is going to have 3 or 4 queens and probably some Zerglings.
You need a couple stalkers to make that push work, right?
Yeah, and at that point you're talking about a totally different timing. It's more like a 3 or a 4 gate timing at that point. It's not the same. You really should get your immortals up, at least 2 immortals, and push as fast as humanly possible. Practice the build over and over again, because it wasn't tight enough. The fact that you weren't making probes alone slowed everything down, not to mention that you forgot your immortal in the base. When you force field out there, Roach. Well, the goal is to force field the zealots and the roaches together, but the roaches away from the immortals, because the immortals outrange the roaches significantly to prevent them from getting target fired down.
So basically, the zealots are the first line of defense, and then as the zealots start falling, you
well, the zealots are actually a lot of DPS. Granted, against roaches, the immortals are disgustingly high DPS, but the zealots are your DPS.
Okay.
Yeah. And do we have any other questions, music? For late game, is this a good composition? No. This is a timing push. Your late game composition composition against Zerg is the normal either Colossi or Void Ray type composition. You don't want to be having immortals out at 20 minutes into the game, other than Zerg is just being silly and sticking with roaches or something like that. In general, Zerg is not going to do that. They're going to mix up their composition, and immortals will quickly become irrelevant. Immortal, Colossi, Skytoss. Well, if you can pull it off. But once again, the immortals, they're not... Immortals are a specialty unit. A Colossi is good against virtually anything on the ground. An immortal is not. An immortal easily gets overrun. I mean, of course, a Colossi does too, but you always have them back because of their high range, so it's not the same. Whereas an immortal needs to be up a little bit closer. It can get target fired down much more easily than a Colossi can. So you're going to want to switch to Colossi. I have a loss we can watch. Oh, you want to go over one of your games, Jared?
Yeah, we can do that. It's not often that I lose, but we can do that. It's not. I mean, I don't play that much. That's why. But
they would be useful against Ultralisk. Yes, they would. But
I don't see too many Zerg going Ultralisk versus Protoss.
Yeah,
days.
I mean, if they decide to go heavy Ultralisk, then obviously Immortals are going to be great, but they're not usually going to do that. They're either going to go, Swarm Host or Roach Hydra. They're going to build Corruptors to try and knock down your Colossi, and if they can get away with it, they'll turn them into Broodlords. They're not usually going to make Ultralisk. Oh, Jared's got a cat. Alright, well, I guess, Just make sure I can control the replay. If you
Yep, promote me, and then I'll get us in, and then I'll promote you.
Oh. Alright, so...
Either way, I might have to control the speed, possibly, at worst case scenario, but either way, we could still... You'll be able to... We'll see your screen instead of mine.
As long as I can pause it. If I can't pause it, then I'm gonna be a grumpy man.
Sad panda.
So if you promote me, there we go. I think I can control everything at that point. Oh, that's interesting. My observer interface prevents take command from working.
What's that?
Game heart? I didn't realize it would break take command. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and... Okay, will we be doing any other fun activities on our stream? Well, we do interviews every week, Music, and last week, what was it, Friday, we had show matches between Mr. Cash and Juicy Fruit, our first and second place winners from the first LAN. And we actually forced them to play their opponent's race, which is kind of funny.
We might be starting our own state of the game coming up here in a couple weeks, where we'll be getting hammered and talking video games.
Indeed.
Maybe we'll get some special guests, see if we can't get, some pro players and stuff to join us from time to time. That'd be cool.
As long as you follow us on Facebook.com/StampEsports, which is in the chat now, then you will be up to date, because you'll see me posting whenever we do any official activities. You wish you got interviewed.
Well, someday, you never know.
Someday, yeah. We got a lot of people to go through first.
Any idea who our next interview will be?
Well, I'm gonna try and dig up really who was our third place in the second LAN. And I don't remember who our third place was in the first LAN. I'll have to ask Oliver.
Wasn't Juicy Fruit the third place in the LAN?
Oh yeah, but we just interviewed him.
The Summer LAN? Yeah.
Wait. No. Juicy Fruit in the Summer LAN, he didn't place at all, really. He got knocked out pretty early.
Ah, gotcha. Tempe Esports with a shirt saying, "Hi, I'm Music." And then I will respond by going, da na 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 na. Because that is the language I assume you speak.
Let's watch Jared lose a game.
Thanks. And I think it's this Marine Mine, I think, that was really pissing me off. It's just... Even Scarlett was having a hard time with it, which doesn't make me feel too bad.
Well, right now she hates Protoss.
Yeah. Well, she hates Terran, too, right now, because Bomber just harassed the ever-living piss out of her last night.
Everything good? Sounds good. Casters look good. Very handsome.
We always look good,
yeah.
Although I need to shave like crazy. I don't think I'm going to be able to shave before I go to my my business meeting tonight.
Oh yeah? You going to be scruffy?
Yeah, it's alright. As long as I shave before tomorrow, I put my suit on and go to my meeting tomorrow. See, we're not just nerds. We have real lives and affect real change in the world.
I wish I got into the Hearthstone beta.
I know you don't care about Hearthstone. I like it. It's pretty cool. I actually have some World of Warcraft cards. When I was in the Navy, I bought them because we were really bored out in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah?
Yeah, and it was fun.
Soul. Ooh, Soul is planning on going CC first.
Yep.
And Jared is going Hatch first, which is fine.
And unfortunately, I thought Whirlwind was cross-spawn, and it did not work out that way.
Well, guess what? It's not.
Nope.
Barracks follow-up.
I missed something, because normally my spawning pool... Oh, never mind. My spawning pool finished right as mine. Okay, that's what I was intending.
how quickly do you plan on getting speed?
I probably had intended on getting it quicker than I do get it.
Yeah, what's this early second gas for? What are you hoping to do?
Normally I like getting an early second gas so that I can get mutas really, really quick.
Oh, okay, so you are rushing to mutas as your goal here.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Alright, so we have the standard 2 barracks opening.
That's my third hatch is really late, isn't it?
No.
No?
It's not too bad. That's fine.
Okay. Here comes a Reaper. Couple Zerglings. There's Zergling speed. And the next gas hit, I think I'm going to be upgrading my hatchery.
Yeah.
As that Reaper stands just outside.
Not doing anything.
No.
And I like how you got this Overlord parked here and it took him this long to deal with it.
Oh, the one that's in the base now?
Yeah. And his Reaper's, wow, still idle. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like he's micro-focused on the Overlord. That has a lot of barracks coming out. Jeez.
A lot?
What does he have? 4 or 5 now? 4, 3, 2, 3.
2 in a factory.
I thought that was another one coming out. I thought he had 5. He was going for 5 right now for some reason.
Nope.
Go Queen, get the Reaper.
That's kind of hilarious.
He was sitting there for a long time. Like, he could have done so much damage. I had no queens, no Zerglings,
Game
nothing.
paused.
Hey, I noticed you didn't fly this Overlord back.
Which one?
The one on the top left.
No, I
Game
didn't.
resumed.
I probably could have brought him back closer to look for drops, but
Are you hotkeying your first 2 Overlords?
no.
Yeah, you should probably do that and just talk or switch to them every once in a while. Especially while they're on their trip. Alright, so your layer's going down at about 8 minutes. Which is not a fast layer, by the way.
I must have gotten distracted, I don't know. Because you can see I got a lot of gas. I don't know what distracted me so much, but distracted by something. Trying to be more active with my Zerglings.
Now the barracks are coming down. Let's see. Is there going to be a 3rd command center soon?
I don't remember. This game was actually a while ago, so I think it was about a week ago.
Yeah, because a week is so long.
Hey, a lot happened this week.
Yeah?
Yeah. Starting school and everything. I've been busy as hell.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, you are planning on mutas, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I see you took your gases in your 3rd, but you didn't saturate them yet, which is kind of okay, because you've got your economy balanced right now.
And larva block.
Alright, these Zerglings up here in the front, did they poke before these Widow Mines went down?
They... I don't think so.
Okay. Now, if you had another Overseer over here, for instance, even... How do you ping Ulchi?
Yeah.
Like right there?
Yeah.
And you can turn him or an Overlord, and if you turn him into an Overseer, that's really all you need to stop all these silly Widow Mines up here from killing everything that runs up there. Like, it's a given that if Terran is going bio, he's going to have Widow Mines. So you should just plan on dealing with Widow Mines. It should be part of your repertoire. And,
Yeah.
Alright, you got a big army supply here. What's your Mutaball doing? How come it's not attacking?
I don't know.
Okay.
My focus is somewhere else.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm back at my hatchery, staring at my hatchery, doing my larva injects.
And what? How do you do your injects? What's your inject style?
I try to do it whenever I remember.
No, I mean, what pattern of keys are you using? Camera hotkeys to inject? Or are you using the base select key?
Double tapping my base select and just going from base to base.
How do you go from base to base? Are you using camera hotkeys?
No, mini map.
Oh, okay. You really need to start learning to do this quickly, because your inject should take like half a second off 3 bases. Easily, and possibly even less. Recommendation I have is you bind your caps lock to center on current selection. And then when you make your first hatch, you would select it, caps lock, and then control F1. You'd make your second hatch, caps lock, control F2, and then so on for your third hatch, right?
Okay.
And then you have your queens. You don't have your queens hotkeyed, actually.
No.
You should hotkey your queens. And then you can hit the queen key, you hit the inject key, you hold down shift, F1 click, F2 click, F3 click. You see what I'm saying? And since all the hatches are centered on the screen, because you previously centered them with caps lock, you can just spam click and just click, and you can literally inject in no time at all, so that it's not a laborious process where you're clicking on the minimap for each hatch.
Ah, all right. I'll have to give that a shot.
Game resumed.
Trying to pick off some of these marine producing.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing the right thing. You're taking out his add-ons. Exactly what you should be doing.
I'm glad that's the right thing to do, because I just like doing it because it makes me feel like an ass.
Well, yeah, if you're being an ass, then you're being effective. Alright. Well, you've got the right idea with the mutas. Just fly him around, avoid the army. Scatter him all over the place.
Yeah. And unfortunately, he forces me into an engagement, and I can't avoid it, and I can't defend it. And
well, that's the risk you run when you make Mutilus, because eventually you're going to piss the player off, and he's going to be like, wait, you know what? I think I can kill your base faster than you can kill mine, and then he's just going to push on you, and you have to engage him at that point.
yeah. Actually, happy with this. Is actually some of the best creep spread I've ever had.
Yeah, your creep spread's
Game
pretty nice.
paused.
Now let me look and see, how are you hotkeying your units? When they come, do you,
2 and 3 is my only hotkey for units. Zerglings 2 and Flyers 3.
do you hotkey the units the moment you tell them to morph? Like, are you hotkeying the cocoons?
No, should I be?
I would highly recommend it. What you would do is let's say you select all your larvae. Let's see if I can find a hatchery so people can see what I'm doing. What is it? All one. Well, you don't have any larvae right now. But let's say you had 20 larvae and you made 8 units. Okay. You know the little cocoon icon shows up. You know, in the list of larvae once you've told them to morph. You would control click that icon, so that only the cocoons are selected, and then you would just shift them into the control group. And at right after you do that, you would give them a rally order as well. So you would move them up to your army. So not only will they be hotkeyed with your army, but they will be rallied with your army as soon as they pop out.
Okay, yeah, normally I do the all-army select, and I just divvy them up that way.
Yeah, but yeah.
To make sure I don't... No, I mean, I do the all-army select, and then I control-click the units that I want, and then I shift them into the groups.
But you don't have to do that.
Okay, just do it.
Yeah, it is way... Zerg has a huge advantage in this regard in hotkeying units, because they can do it when they tell them to build. They don't have to wait for them to come out.
Okay.
And it's way faster that way. So take advantage of it.
Will do. Yeah, because I got a flock of mutalisks hanging out with the Zerglings right now.
Yep.
Just now getting ready to join in.
And I'm actually surprised these mutas have been idle for so long.
Yeah, normally I'm more active.
Yeah, don't engage with just your mutas. Make sure your whole army's there. Now where's your banelings? You see that he's coming up with bio. Where's your banelings?
Just building, just finishing up. I just lost a bunch.
Okay. Are you getting... No, you don't have banelings speed.
Yeah, that's a mistake.
you just crushed his army. Hopefully you're gonna go push and kill these medevacs. Chase the medevacs! There you go. Very good. Don't fight the army. Yeah, don't fight the army. Always have an overseer bound to your mutable. Always, 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 always. Okay. And don't engage on territory you're not innately familiar with until that overseer is in range. A lot of Zergs actually have 2, 3, 4 overseers with their mutas. Just because they don't want the one overseer getting target fired.
Yeah, it looks like I got him with him now. It looks like this counterattack was a bad idea.
Well, planetary takes a long time for mutas to take down.
Yeah.
Do
And
you have any questions in chat? Billy? Any questions in chat or anything?
also needs a lot of links to trap the Terran army. Yeah, not enough links. I got a crap ton of minerals.
Ben's in right now? Oh, that's cute.
And his marine production just overwhelms me at this point. I don't have the bar to deal with this.
Yep.
Game paused.
And yeah.
If you had built your mutaball and harassed with it a lot earlier, instead of
Yeah.
waiting for it to get really big, that would have been helpful. And just held him down. And work on the inject mechanic. That should be like your primary focus, is to be able to inject fast. You should not be using the minimap, like to click and find each one.
So you center on the building, control F1.
Yep.
Center on the building, control F2.
Mm-hmm.
Control.
Now, I had to go into my hotkeys and make control F1 the first camera hotkey, control F2 the second camera hotkey. I think it's funky. It's like shift F1 or something, the default. I don't remember.
Okay, I'll have to go ahead and take a look.
But I had to unbind it from shift for the obvious reason, because when you're holding down shift to do the injects,
Of course.
yeah, you don't want it to reset all your cameras to the same spot. Cool beans?
Yep, sounds good. And then just don't let his production overwhelm me like this.
Yeah.
More Zerglings, more harass, more Banelings.
Yep.
So I lost this one pretty much in my own stupidity. I kind of had him, and then I just kind of let it get away.
Yeah, pretty much. Some inefficient trades too, like you ran your Zerglings in first, they got all killed off, then you ran your Banelings in, and the Widow Mines were ready, and then you ran the Mutas in, and they got hit by the Widow Mines. Just, if your army had worked together a little better, it would have helped a lot.
Alright.
But that's just practice.
Yeah, I need to practice more. I don't practice enough.
Yeah. Alright, well I think that's all the replays we have.
Yeah, that's all I got. I'll start playing more and get us some content too. I'm low enough that it'll help out anybody that's low watching and that.
Indeed. If we don't have any questions from chat, we'll cut this off. Swarm all at once, Sir Grush.
Yeah, I've been doing that a lot.
Oh yeah, he pointed out losing those links hurt too, yeah. Well, the only people in here, besides music, are people that I know.
Yeah.
I should probably have promoted it a little more on Friday.
Yeah, it happens.
But I was busy getting my house ready for the party.
You guys and your parties.
Yeah. Particularly to the planetary. Yeah. All right.
Zerglings, not good versus planetary. Got it.
Yeah.
Alright, so we still want to do the six pool thing. So all those people out there, tell all your friends to either send us videos of you defending the six pool or you failing to the six pool. Really like to see the ones of you failing to the six pool so we can tell you what to do. you and all your friends six pool the crap out of each other this week and send us replays for Sunday for next week.
Indeed. And thank you, Music, for tuning in. Hopefully
Yeah,
this
thank
is
you,
helpful.
Music. Really appreciate the follow. Share with your friends. We'll be doing this every week. Fridays will be our interviews, and upcoming soon Saturdays will hopefully be our own version of State of the Game. I'm not sure what we'll call it yet, but I will attempt to come up with something hilarious while drinking lots of rum.
Jack for me.
Jack for you. Yeah. All right, so this has been our 4th episode of the Coaching Corner, Weekly Coaching Corner from Tampa Esports. I am Shinigami, Shinigami TV. Feel free to tune in and follow me. I try to stream as much as I can during the week. Send your replays over.
Yep. And I am Rob DeLuca from Tampa Esports. You can call me Shadow Online. Thank you all for tuning in. Get your replays to rob@tampaesports.com.
Yep, and we'll see you guys on Friday. Stay safe.
Sounds good.